Hello YouTube. I am going to go do a challenge. It's called a JetBlue 25th anniversary challenge, and it's going to be a long one. It's definitely going to be hard, but yeah, you can follow me on this journey. I'm actually going to go take a flight connecting to LAX. That'll be a repositioning flight, and then I will go to Fort Lauderdale, but I will connect through Liberty. Man, I barely made it. Wow, the flight's not too busy today. This is going to LAX. This will be the precursor to what's going to go on for the next couple of days. The challenge is to get into 25 new destinations. You cannot include your departure. Each destination has to be unique. I think if you get 15 destinations, you get 150,000 points. 20, you get 350,000 points, actually an extra 200,000 if you do the math. And then for 25, you get Mosaic 1 for 25 years. A lot of the flights are centered on the East Coast. A lot of them you have to connect at Boston, JFK, LaGuardia, or even Liberty. And some of them you have to go one-way flights back and forth. This is something that I kind of found out through a website called Flight Connections. It's going to be rough trying to get the last couple of flights. We actually had a setback already in the beginning. The first flight that we were supposed to fly, it was supposed to be from LAX to Buffalo. It got delayed and we had to change the routing from LAX to Liberty and then to Fort Lauderdale. It's a very complicated itinerary, even I don't have it memorized. And it's going to be funny if someone, like a gate agent, sees where you're going. They ask, like, what is your final destination? You might be like, I have no idea. Like, there's just so many destinations. Sorry, there's an announcement. But everything is going to be booked maybe 2 days in advance or to do this challenge because there's a lot of flexibility and a lot of inconveniences that can happen along the way. This should be fun. Starting first flight, repositioning to LAX. Let's go.
Thank you, Mileage Plus members.
Arrived in LAX. I think I might be the first person or one of the first people to complete this challenge. They just started the challenge on the 25th and today's the 27th, and I doubt too many people are marathoning. It's gonna be cool. I don't know why I'm doing it. Just the thrill of the challenge. I have had American Airlines lead status for many years and have enjoyed it, and Mosaic 1 doesn't really have much in terms of benefits. Having a status is better than not having a status. Just found out that I'm in Terminal 8 of LAX and not Terminal 5. So it's going to be quite a bit of a walk. I don't know if I would really recommend this for a person unless you really want to choose to pursue elite status. And I think part of me wants to do it because I got into this hobby years ago, looking at articles from the 1 Point Guys, Flyer Talk, and because of them I was able to reach my first elite status with American Airlines. And I've always maintained status every single year. I learned a lot on how the status structure was. It's not exactly how I thought it would be. I still have to explore other award programs, but I think I'm pretty familiar with United, Delta, American's loyalty programs. And I don't really worry about Southwest or Frontier, Spirit. They don't have any benefits when it comes to alliances. It doesn't fly to a lot of the routes that I usually try to get to. JetBlue is kind of the same thing, and we'll see how useful it will be going from the West Coast. But you know, it's 25 years. A lot can change in 25 years. JetBlue is changing their airline quite a bit. I actually tried to do elite status match with American Airlines Platinum Pro to JetBlue, but it seems like my account hasn't registered for the elite status. They would basically have given me 3 months of status with Mosaic 2 while I was doing this challenge, and then I could go to Mosaic 4 if I complete certain requirements by the end of the year, so I could have double dipped. But I guess I'll just wait, and we'll see if they can backlog some of that elite status requirements. So finally, I see more signs that lead to Terminal 5. LAX is definitely always pretty far walk, but one of the cool things is that the international airport connects with the domestic airport. So if you ever want to go to the good lounges and you fly domestically, just walk over if you have some time. Currently at Gameway. I've always wanted to go here in LAX. You can basically get one snack and one drink, and you can play video games like you can see here. Got like an hour to kill before the JetBlue challenge from LAX, so gonna get some snacks. It's probably the only time I'll probably get some food until JetBlue, so at least there is something in Terminal 6. Terminal 5 doesn't really have any options for priority pass. Came out, played some games at Gameway. It was actually fun. Been waiting 4 or 5 years to check out the place, and now I'm heading to Terminal 5. Definitely would recommend it if you have some time. We have to cross tunnel from Terminal 6 to Terminal 5. Seems like it's not my luck. I did a flight from LAX to Buffalo, got delayed. We changed the flight from LAX to Liberty, and guess what? It's delayed all over again. So I don't know about my connection. It's twice in a row. It's like this challenge isn't off to a good start. Don't know what I'm gonna do on the delay. I have one bag of chips. At least that should tie me down for the next few hours. I don't remember if JetBlue gives food, but I know like the legacy carriers hardly give much. I don't know what to do for an hour. Could have just played more Call of Duty. Let's see what happens now. Probably gonna have to contact Jenny, see if she can make a change to last minute booking for JetBlue if the delays keep getting worse and worse. I think I'm gonna be happy when I leave the West Coast, because right now LAX keeps having delays for JetBlue flights. Just ate some chips, and actually this whole terminal is delayed. Like if you look at Las Vegas flight, it's supposed to leave at 6:52, leaves at 9:18, and then there's another flight from Spirit. It's going to Detroit. It's supposed to leave 9:30, leaves at 11:30. And Houston, leaving 2 hours later. That's a lot of delays. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do. Still at LAX. It's going to be a long one. There's another flight going into Fort Lauderdale. I was supposed to have a connection from Liberty to Fort Lauderdale, but that doesn't seem like it turned out in plan. So I was thinking maybe I can cancel Liberty and just go directly to Fort Lauderdale, but it seems sold out. I don't even know if I'll get out today and make my connection. We'll see. But on the contrary, you can get free snacks here, JetBlue. Like right over there. On the counter to Fort Lauderdale, see if I can get a standby flight. But I ended up getting the snacks. Kind of nice. I'm finally boarding my flight to Liberty. I think my status got updated to Mosaic. Hopefully by the end of this, I can get Mosaic 4. I don't really know much of the benefits as much as other elite statuses, but it'll be fun.
How are you tonight?
Good, how are you?
Good. For those of you in the Mint experience, your smaller bag.
Back to my seat. Finally made it to my first flight of the day. I had a juice spill into my briefcase, the JetBlue complimentary one. And man, it's gonna take some cleanup. I'm probably just gonna let it dry out. I try to dry as much as I could. But, well, onwards. Today has not been my day. Hopefully tomorrow will be a better day.
Time to go. We need everyone seated, please.
Flight number 1. 30 flights to go in a week. It's gonna be a pretty amazing adventure. I actually had a flight Buffalo and then switched to EWR, and it was still delayed, so I'm gonna miss my connection. There'll be 5 flights I probably have to arrange right after, so it's gonna be definitely a hectic night. I'm gonna try to get some sleep here. I actually didn't know that the charger ports on the plane are actually on the bottom. Had some trouble with that, but trying to keep quiet because definitely not in the Mint studios last time we were in JetBlue. But yeah, see you on the other side. Finally, flight 1 just took off. We'll have 2 to 3 hours to go. Didn't video anything. This is gonna be very, very interesting. I think I'm just gonna go to the hotel today, unless I can get another flight. Hope it's all worth it.
Most of the flight that's like the welcome to the Newark area.
We just landed at 6:43 a.m. and it looks like it rained last night. Just Florida, checked if I could go and fly into Buffalo, come back. Doesn't seem like it's possible because the flight's sold out. My next flight's at JFK and I'm actually in Liberty. Don't know what I'm gonna do. I'll see if I can find any flight out from here, come back, or I might just have to call this just a burner moment. But welcome to Liberty. I thought this flight was going to Aruba, the one I just came out of, and it seems accurate. I somehow looked at the tail number for this, something I haven't done before. I am at Liberty. Behind me is Shake Shack. I was actually supposed to go from Liberty to Fort Lauderdale, and then Fort Lauderdale to LaGuardia, which would give me 2 separate cities, but unfortunately that's not happening, and I will just be taking probably a taxi or some shuttle from Liberty to LaGuardia. It's quite unfortunate that I missed 2 separate cities and had so many delays, but this is a work in progress. I wasn't able to make any other changes because a lot of flights are sold out, or my future itinerary for today would not work out. Kind of a little bit sad, but you know, maybe it'll get better. It's really hard planning out these flights with a huge delay, because then a lot of flights just get missed. But I'm glad at least I have 1 city so far. Still have 24 to go. I'm gonna go get some food from Shake Shack, and I'll catch you in LaGuardia. Can I have a shroom burger?
Yeah, you bring cash or card?
Card. Very good. Found out that there's a flight going to Orlando. I'm tracking a tail number right now. So there's a flight from New York to Buffalo. Instead of going to LaGuardia, I might change it to JFK. Go to Buffalo, then Buffalo back to New York, and New York back to Orlando. This is a tail number, so it's if this flight's delayed, this flight's delayed, this flight's delayed. This might be my safest bet, but the flight leaves at 10:13, and I'm still in Liberty, so I'm not sure if I can make it to JFK. Right now I'm trying to find a way to go from Liberty Airport to LaGuardia, but New Jersey. Uber and taxi might be a little bit too expensive, so I'm trying to find a shuttle. But over here there's also a Dunkin' Donuts. One of the things about Dunkin' Donuts is I have an American Express credit. It's about $7 a month that I keep reloading into this Dunkin' app. And unfortunately, I never have used it still. There's not a lot of Dunkin' Donuts in California. I have heard that sometimes the airports don't take the gift cards or the Dunkin' Donut balances.
This stage to A train.
9B? Or
That one, the blue one.
so, a kind lady told me, oh man, the bus just left. I was trying to catch that bus. Well, the kind lady told me that you could take this bus, go to the train, and then I think you go to, I might be wrong, Penn Station in New York, and you can get to the other airport. So I'm going to try it. I still have time. Give it a shot because I don't want to spend so much on an Uber. And I only have one carry-on bag. Currently in the bus going to the air train. I will stop at Penn Station and then after that, I don't know the route. I might have to take rideshare. I have like 4 hours, so it's I think it's enough time. It's not that busy, which is nice. Just left the bus, going to take New Jersey Transit air train from here to Penn Station, hopefully. I have to take 4 stops from this air train to get into, I think, the New Jersey train station. And then we'll go straight to New York Penn Station. After that, who knows? We'll find out. It doesn't really smell nice in here. I don't think I'm going to sit down. It has like individual cargos. This train is actually hard to stand on. Oh wow. I'm going to see if I get another cart because this cart kind of smells. Yeah. Yeah, I know. It kind of smells in there, so I'm changing carts. Yeah, this smells much better. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit down. Oh, this is gonna be comfortable. I feel like I have done Liberty, LaGuardia, and JFK, and after this, I've transferred between all of them. So I think I have kind of a good idea. Unfortunately, I would say it's probably a mess in the Bay Area side, like going from SFO, San Jose, Oakland. Goodbye, JetBlue planes here. Just arrived. Currently in New York, and it's funny, so I actually met this guy named Gabe and we talked for like 3 hours. He's going here for a wedding. We met while I was trying to take my train to Penn Station, and I walked a little bit of New York. Now I'm trying to take the subway to go back. There's a church group here. I'm in Penn Station in New York. It's actually really nice. I think they did some kind of renovation. I heard from Gabe. There's insomnia cookies. Too bad I don't have time. I am very glad to have spent some time in New York City this year. I don't know how many times I'm going to have to enter this. Taking the subway now. My travels have brought me to Roosevelt Avenue, Jackson Heights subway station and bus stop. It's my second time being here. First time I was connecting probably from JFK to LaGuardia. I believe the bus was free. I think Jenny will be surprised where I've been in this day. Walked through New York, took the subway, took a bus, took an air train. Did not take Uber, so I'm glad I didn't break the bank for that. Met some guy named Gabe. That was a fun few hours. And then I talked to a group that was going here for vacation from Spain. She was actually very, very fun to talk to on the train ride.
Figure you
It's free.
No, I know.
Just arrived JetBlue terminal in LaGuardia. Well, I don't know if it's exactly JetBlue's terminal because JFK owns most of it.
Okay.
But it's there's so many Dunkins here actually. Side note, it's like the 5th Dunkin' I've seen. I am going to see if there's a Mosaic check. Like American Airlines has its own special line. Off to flight number 2. I will be going to Orlando, and then after that I'll be going up north again. Made it past security. I'm trying to find a lounge because I'm trying to cut food costs. And I didn't realize that the Centurion Lounge in Terminal B is right next to the Chase Sapphire Lounge. How ironic. I'm glad to be on another flight soon. I'm in the Chase Sapphire Reserve Lounge, and this is what I got for food. And then some kind of hydration drink. It's good to have lounge access because honestly, I would be paying a lot on food and buying snacks at the airport. My flight leaves in about 40 minutes and I have to go really quickly, eat, and then use the restroom. On my way to my next flight. JetBlue flight number 2. I have 7 more minutes to make this flight. My gate is 59. Hopefully it's not on the end. The person said it was a 7-minute walk. There's another Shake Shack here. Instead of New Jersey, it's I love New York. Airports are more and more every single day having more advertisements from credit card companies. There's JetBlue. And I've seen many Chase Sapphire Reserves, Venture X's. Probably see a few Amex Platinums and American Airlines cards. I guess this is the best spot to advertise though. And I was lost. I was expecting gate 59 to be in the end. No, it's in the beginning. Actually, it's behind the escalator. I came from down there, turned right, but it's actually here.
Mosaic, at this time we're boarding on Mosaic 1, 2, 3, 4. Mosaic members are welcome to board JetBlue Flight 399 with service to Orlando. As a reminder, if you're using a mobile device as your boarding pass, please turn the screen recorder on the way out.
Mosaic?
Yeah, Mosaic.
Yeah, you're in group F, man. I told you before. You gotta wait till your group is called. You're in group F. Alright? You're the last group.
Thank you.
Thank you for your loyalty.
Have a good one. JetBlue flight number 2. Oh, finally excited. And there's no delay. So I didn't know this flight doesn't have a business class. That's the first.
As you find
Select the Fly-Fi network on your settings and head to flyfi.com and follow the prompts to connect. Please keep in mind that
Flight 2 done. I will probably miss my connection again. It's 7:12, I think my flight is leaving. and it's like 7:10 already, and I still haven't left the plane.
No? Okay, thank you.
JetBlue 2 out of 2 today so far. It's great. 23 more destinations to go. Made it to the Providence boarding area. It's right there. There's all these people. They never boarded. Google cannot be trusted. It says delayed here. Still says it departs at 7:27, and it's currently 7:17. I don't know why Google can't update or JetBlue. I don't really see this from American Airlines much. But there's a JetBlue plane here, inspired by Super Mario World. It's kind of like those ANA special edition planes. Unfortunately, I don't think there's going to be any freebies there. I can't believe JetBlue charges for earplugs. I've never seen in any airline, but they had free Wi-Fi, which is also kind of unique. I guess like every airline has its pros and cons. I'm glad I made this flight, though. I think that's what's keeping me going. I'll probably get a hotel for Providence because it's going to be kind of a time drain due to it not having a lot of connections outside. Going to do another flight, 2:38. I don't know if I'm checked in though. Oh yeah, no boarding pass.
Yes, sir. You had a question?
Yeah, I'm having an issue with the mobile boarding pass right now.
Do you have
ID?
If you have your ID, I can print it.
Okay.
Group F
Providence flight, here I come. Flight 3, JetBlue, made it. She gave me row 1, seat 1A. That's fun. I actually thought that this flight that I'm taking right now wouldn't be any different than my other flights. And I got seat 1A, but I wanted to switch to 3A due to not being able to put my bag underneath, and I would have to stow it at the top. But when I looked at 1A, I saw the screen monitors, and I was thinking to myself that those are probably just for the safety instruction. But no, these were made many years ago. This must have been high tech in the day.
It's open. I already did it.
It's so small. I feel like it's the size of like my smartphone with my screen unfolded. My smartphone folded up is bigger than this screen.
As a reminder,
This by far might be the oldest flight I've ever taken in the United States. I mean, it's hard to say because like entertainment isn't really always seen in aircrafts, but I do enjoy seeing it. Flying to Providence. Gotta go. Dish? That dish? Wow.
A really nice, fancy 223 with all the bells and whistles. That's right.
Flipping through the channels on this screen and also using the volume button is just like the old school like icons. It's kind of a trip in nostalgia. Pretty cool, not gonna lie. I don't actually mind the Florida path as much, but I feel like if I was going to the West Coast, I would have got so tired by now. I don't know where I am, but all I can say is it's definitely a big city. Finally arrived in Providence. It's 10:34 p.m. I don't have a hotel for tonight. I might book one here, or I might take a train or a car ride to Boston and then do a hotel there for the night. Still deciding. Finally out of the plane officially. You know, this is the lightest. It's not light what I'm carrying. I still have a laptop bag and a backpack. But usually I always go to baggage claim. It's kind of nice to be kind of free. You know, you could go whatever route. I am in Providence, spent a couple hours trying to decide on a plan. Someone said that a certain plane, I could actually go to Puerto Rico and then go to Durham, and it's following the tail number, but I decided not to do a 6 a.m. flight. I'm paying $330 for a Best Western. In Providence, which isn't worth it because it's usually $89, but the other option was to take an Uber to Boston and then spend like $200, and then it would have just equal the same. There is a flight leaving here at 2ish, which I'm scheduled for, which I think is much better, and then this hotel is walkable. One thing that's kind of unique about this airport is that they don't put like metal bars between their gift shops and stores. A lot of trust. Very small airport. I can't imagine this happening in LAX. East Coast have endless amounts of Dunkin' Donuts at their airports. Kind of crazy. It's kind of nice that there's like clothing stores here. I finally found a restroom. Yes. Gonna use it and then head over to the hotel. Didn't sleep at a hotel. I actually decided to change my flight. Fly to Puerto Rico instead of my other itinerary, which was to fly to Florida. Oof. So flight 4 is going to Puerto Rico, and then it's connecting at Durham, and then going to JFK, and then ending the day at Buffalo. I spent pretty much like a good amount of the night just figuring out what to do, whether I want to stay in the hotel, whether I wanted to opt in for an earlier flight. And hotels were very expensive. I didn't want to spend like $300-ish for a Best Western. And the other thing was, I had a big mess in my bag. That was one of the reasons why I wanted to really go to a hotel, was I had juice that spilled. The airport was really quiet and really empty in the night, and I just ended up being able to fully clean up my bag. I have some receipts that got wet that I'm using a bag to air dry. For the most part, I think it was a good night. And then I talked to Jenny for a while, so that was fun. Flight number 4, leaving in about an hour and a half. This time I actually followed the tail number of the plane, so I know that my flight to Durham is probably not going to be delayed. If it is, I'm still going to be able to get on. My breakfast for today is going to be empanadas at this place called Half Moon Empanadas in Providence Airport. I had $25 of a Marriott credit to use before the end of this month, so this is a good use. I don't know if I'll have another opportunity, especially since I'm mostly just eating in lounges.
How's it going?
Good. Can I get the spicy chicken, the guava and cheese, and then can I just get the 3 cheeses?
We're at $22.68, sir.
Okay.
Good
Thank
to
you.
go. Have a good one.
You too.
You're welcome.
Coffee milk. That's unique.
Hi. What can I get for you?
Oh, just this. Thank you. You too. Still have an hour before my gate, and I have this $25 Marriott credit that I needed to use before the end of this month. So great use of it, because since most of the time I'm just using it in the lounges anyways. And here the lounge doesn't open until 6, so might as well eat some breakfast before my flight at 6. I don't know if you can see, but these empanadas are stamped. That's pretty cool. And this isn't bad. Just tastes like coffee and milk, but definitely a drink that I would rather drink because I'm not a big coffee drinker, but I love milk, so. And I like milk tea. So I think this is the guava and cheese, and it's really, really good. In 20 more minutes, I will be able to board the San Juan flight. Flight number 4.
There's no internet, so that's probably.
It's funny because there's 2 flights, one from Providence and one from Boston. It's leaving at the exact same time to Puerto Rico. I was recommended to go to Puerto Rico for this challenge by 3 staff. Hopefully I can easily just hop on a flight and then hop on the exact same flight right back to the States. We don't really learn too much about U.S. territories, unfortunately, in the United States public education system. I feel like the more that I do this challenge, the more I feel like a zombie, just going from plane to plane. It's like I'm rethinking my life choices. But I actually looked at the benefits, and I actually like that you'll get 2 free bags for a long time. I just wish I didn't have to make so many alterations because of delays. I probably would have just ended up on a hotel today if it wasn't for so many delays yesterday. So I just wanted to catch up a little bit to kind of my destination count. I wanted to be on 7 today, 7 yesterday, I think, and then today, right now, I'm at 3. I will be at 4 as soon as I land in Puerto Rico. About to board another flight. Thank you. 21 flights to go once I land. That's exciting. I can't wait until I'm a third of the way there. You know, I seriously get pretty big nostalgia with American Airlines now. It's like I'm betraying American Airlines, but this is just in conjunction with American Airlines status. Plane looks bigger, but it still looks like a narrow body plane. Finally buckling up, getting ready to go. I don't even know what flight this is. Flight 5 in 2 days? It's a blur. Can't even remember the flight journey at this point. But right now I'm just tracking the cities. That's all I'm keeping in mind that I passed through. And I just know this is city number 4. I hope. It might be 5. I'll see my list.
I wonder if the staff of the crews are going to get weirded out seeing the same people on the...
Oh, yeah.
But they should take care of it for 25 years.
Yeah. Exactly, yeah.
And I feel like you can do it cheaper than the points you're getting back.
Yeah.
If you do it right.
So I just went on this flight and I realized that the person who's sitting right next to me, 2 seats, is also doing this challenge as well. So, did you just find out about it 2 days ago?
Got the email.
So I'm trying to do it in like a weekish.
Oh, okay.
It's gonna be brutal. I just found out there's another flight to STX from San Juan airport. I might actually consider it. It's apparently going San Juan, STX, back to San Juan, and then maybe I can get back into the United States. And we have better TV monitors here. I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm so tired. Going to some new place of the U.S. territories should be interesting, and maybe one day I'll just go there for vacation. Who knows where my roads go next. See ya. Take off time. Just arrived at San Juan in Puerto Rico, and I will be going to U.S. Virgin Islands around about 12:30ish. Wow. First time in a U.S. territory. The air hostesses said that JetBlue owns this whole terminal. So that's a little bit surprising to see. I haven't really seen many gates here. I see Carl's Jr. is here in the food court. There's some mess on sandwiches. I have no idea what that is. Looks like burritos. Domino's. I feel like Domino's is everywhere. Same with Pizza Hut. At least the airport is cool. I think the previous airport, the AC wasn't working well. I felt like it was perfect yesterday, but today there was some like issue with electricity. They have sauce. I'm tempted to get sauce. Everything's gonna be so overpriced here, but hey, I'm just staying here for a short time anyways. You know, one thing is, I wish I could actually film the landings. I keep falling asleep on them. Hello. Right now it's 11:54 a.m. and I am currently in Puerto Rico San Juan Airport. My next flight is at 1:20 and I screwed up. So I went to this market in the airport. It's called El Market Puerto Rico. It's just like a souvenir store. And I didn't realize that the sauce packets I bought, sauce bottles actually, they're 5 fluid ounces. And US, I think, throws anything over 3 fluid ounces. So now I realize I can't leave security and check into another flight. So I have a new plan. Here's how it's gonna go. I will fly from here to US Virgin Islands, then back to San Juan, then to HPN in New York. And after I fly there, I will stay there for the night. And in the morning, I will try to go to like FedEx, UPS, whatever, and then ship it back home, so that I can not have to throw it away at the airport. And I still can't check in bags because I have to make these really, really tight connections. But yes, your boy screwed up. I guess me assuming that it was in the souvenir shops, it will be fine in carry-on. But no, I completely forgot about that. You can buy like a full bottle of alcohol and you can probably go to many destinations. But if you were to recheck in with carry-on, you might have issues. Or you might have to throw something away. So Jenny asked me this question. He's like, what did you buy? And I told her I bought souvenirs. And I was like, I got sauce bottles. She immediately knew. I thought she was like, you don't have room in your luggage. But no, this is a totally different story. I bought something that probably has issues with carry-on later on. Still got an hour before my next flight. So I'm just gonna kick it here, relax, maybe fall asleep on the next plane. But we are on destination 4, I believe. And the next one will be destination 5. I'll finish off with 6 today, and I will be very close to the first 1/3 of the way done with this challenge. We'll plan it out after that. I don't know exactly. We've canceled so many flights. We've refunded, rebooked. I am really glad that I was able to find that there's a US Virgin Airlines flight though, because I really do need more like flights where I don't have to connect back to a place that is a hub or is just a flight that just has too many connections that I've already done before. If you were wondering what I bought I realized I could show you better now before it gets all crushed up in my suitcase. But what I bought was these sauce packs right here. They come in different flavors. Guava, like hot sauce. I didn't get these, but I got the fruity ones. Like passion fruit. And then I also got some candy. There's this. Has these kind of candy inside. I bought this random shell right here. It's like a coconut shell. Some artwork. Yeah, I saw a lot of people buy these, the Cuban cigars. Or the Puerto Rico cigars, I guess. I don't have any interest. So that was kind of a veto for me. I don't know what I'll be doing, but I think I've just decided to walk around some of the duty-free shops. See if I have lounge access. I'm not too hungry, and I don't really want to worry about finding another bathroom maybe in a few hours if I eat. So that's not something I'm putting so much vital importance in. There is this really big duty-free shop between the A1 to A3 gates and the A4 to A8 gates. It seems just like the classical, you know. You get like alcohol or you get cosmetics. That's generally what duty-free is. So there's A1 to A3 that side, A4 to A8 on that side. A lot of cosmetics over there. Oh, they sell suitcases here too. I have considered getting a Tumi, but I have realized that the ones I want are so damn heavy that I just can't bring it anywhere. It's really difficult to go to Asia, for instance, or go to some places in Europe. Maybe they'll measure your suitcase and you won't even be able to put anything in because the empty weight is just higher or the same amount as their weight allowance. That's something I kind of don't want to worry about. But look, Global Lounge. I might have priority pass on this. Yes, I do, so I can eat here. Quiet rooms. We'll see how far it is from my gate. A3 is my gate. See, I see gates B to D and A1 to A3. That could be my plane. Man, it's far. I'm glad I'm learning this now. Oof. I thought it was just next to the lounge. I would have just kicked in the lounge. That would have been highly risky. Especially with a crappy suitcase that doesn't roll that well. It's had like 10 years of age. Even more than that, so. I always tell Jenny that I'm hoping it'll just break down and I can buy a new one, but it's been very faithful, unfortunately. Currently in lounge, it's about 1 hour before my boarding, and I'm actually getting a chocolate cake and then some rice, pork, corn dish. It's actually hot. I thought it would be cold in this, but I'm glad it's hot. I'm excited actually. This is the most south I've ever been on this side for like a while. I think I haven't been this south since Nicaragua. And then of course, like, you know, I've probably been farther down in other areas, like other continents, but not much in North America. I probably wouldn't have been here if it wasn't for this challenge, but I hope to come back again. Going to my flight now to US Virgin Islands.
Flight 2940 with service to San Juan, Grupo A de avión.
apparently there's more people who are doing this. It's funny because someone mentioned something about like coming in and out, and I asked like, are you doing this like as they're walking by in the aisles? And yeah, they're also doing the same thing for the 25th anniversary. I'm just kind of shocked how people chose this flight. Like I was like, is it a flyer talk forum? That's what I was thinking in my head or not. I don't know what it is, but I guess because you can probably go from north to Florida, then you could go to San Juan, and then you could go US Virgin Islands, all in one kind of path. I'm not alone. I kind of wonder how many people there are. Kind of excited now that there's more people. Super stoked. And I'm just waiting for us to leave. There's in-flight entertainment again. It's kind of different. There's usually like a USB and some headphones here. This one seems like it's built into the arm. But the screen is definitely more modern. I kind of enjoy having an all economy class. I like what JetBlue is doing. This flight is only 28 minutes from takeoff to landing. The flight attendant joked that if you try to use the bathroom, you might not finish. That's kind of crazy. 28-minute flight. Wow. I think this is probably the shortest flight I've ever taken from, like, not from a resort, from two major airports. Crazy. 28 minutes. You do have a beautiful view. I'm excited. I want to see what it looks like overhead. One day, I'm going to vacation here. Maybe I'll do it with JetBlue, just because, you know, without them I wouldn't have this opportunity and then this curiosity. Let's get ready for takeoff. Destination number 5. It's bigger than I thought it was, but I haven't really explored the island, and unfortunately I won't be able to, but wow. What is the staff gonna think? Like, when when a few of us just stay on this flight. You know, we have to go down this stairs. It's kind of weird, because then we have to go back up again. Not looking forward to bringing this up all over again. So there's not a lot of flights at this airport. I see JetBlue right there, and then there's Delta, and then there's American behind it. I don't understand the point of me actually leaving, but what would be funny is if I hopped on that plane, and then I hopped off on that plane. Well, I guess I'll get ready for the next flight. Oh, this way? I really don't want to leave security. Bye. It's really windy right now, but this is actually very different. I will be flying American Airlines instead of JetBlue. All my other flights have been JetBlue. Okay, update. This was a terrible turn of events. I was actually flying to the US Virgin Islands and had the only option was to leave security and check back in. I tried to alert 2 people that I didn't want to check out. 2 reasons. One, that would take time. Number 2, I had these these kind of like these hot sauce containers were over the 3 fluid ounces rule. So I knew I would probably have to check in a bag, which I would probably not make the cutoff. I realized that when I went to the counter, I wasn't checked in for the flight. And the check-in window at the airport closed. So there was no way to get a boarding pass. I tried to talk to multiple people that I don't want to leave security. The front agent basically said that, you should have just talked to a JetBlue employee. Like, there was no one there. I had no choice. I was so mad at that point. And then they were like, oh, we could just let you get on another flight. Probably tomorrow, there's no other flights. I was like, can I have an escort to get through security? There was no way to print. Was surprised. And even such a small airport, like, I assumed that there would be some sort of ability. Regardless, I did forget to do the check-in. I became stuck. There wasn't much options for free baggage. I booked with American Airlines and then took a flight to Miami, so I missed out another key stopping point. Today I only got through 2 extra destinations, I believe. Just San Juan and the US Virgin Islands. And it's kind of sad. I wanted to get through at least 3. I'm just getting food at the Admirals Club, but today has been a horrible update. I feel like American Airlines, I've never had an issue even checking in because it's not as vital. It's suggested, but they'll always print you out a ticket and I'm surprised because I talked to employees from JetBlue. You didn't have to leave security. I know you didn't have to leave in San Juan, but US Virgin Islands, you had to leave. I mean, it was a fast, getting back in and everything. We'll see tomorrow. A lot of flight changes. Hopefully. Oh, and I'm really sad because I wasn't able to meet the people that were also doing the challenge. I just talked to the one guy, but I didn't meet the girls that were also doing the same thing, and maybe some other people. I wanted to see who's going back on the same flight. Yeah, I don't think I'll probably get another opportunity. If I was to predict any flight, it would be Nantucket, that I would have a remote idea of a possibility. I think there's still a lot of flights that go in and out. Going to go eat. This is probably a wrap up for today. Sorry I couldn't get more coverage after JetBlue. The challenge is very difficult. But status for 25 years. Can't beat that. Okay, so I'm trying to get my bag. I have ate food at Admirals Club. That's one pro. I don't have to worry about food. I'm also worried about my bag because it just sauces in like a cardboard box. I don't think it can handle that much weight on it, but we'll see. Wow, it made it better than I thought it was gonna make it.
Not damaged.
Yeah, surprisingly. Okay. Thank you. So I got my box. Just dirty, but not that damaged. Thought it was gonna get crushed. Kinda hard to maneuver a camera and a box, so I'm going to call this a done until I move on to the next adventure, which is to get this shipped and get to my hotel and find out what am I doing tomorrow. Taking an Uber to mail some packages to Walgreens, but I'm glad to finally have a hotel.